come and talk about movies with my best bud Cal and me.
Cal called that stupid. I don't know what the frick his problem is. Hater.
I never said that. I never said that. If it wasn't recorded, it never happened.
Well, he did. But regardless, welcome to Real Talk. I'm Tommy Padron. This is Cal, who sucks.
What's up?
Today we have a very special episode for everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed last week's episode, which isn't up yet. But I'm speaking to the future people from the past. Because
That's
Nolan
magnificent, man.
has a great influence on our show and everything that we do in my life. So
That's really great, man.
But yeah, last week we had a great guest on, and that was one of my friends. So today we have one of Cal's friends. Cal, you want to introduce your friend?
Yeah, let's welcome to the show Nate the Great, as he's called. He's one of my buddies from school here. We've been friends for a while. Thanks for that. But Nate and I, we have a tradition of regularly, we call it flicking it up. We just watch a movie, we watch a flick. And happy to have it on because he's got some takes, he's got some thoughts. So Nate, why don't you take a sec, introduce yourself, tell us about, your relationship with movies and everything. We'll get started.
Thank you. I've had a very long-term relationship with movies. It's getting pretty serious at this point. No, thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it. Tomas, I thought we were friends, but I guess me and Cal are friends and we're not. So a little sad to do that. It's all good. It's all good. By the end of this, hopefully we'll be buddies. But I appreciate the honesty. But no, like I said, I'm Nate the Great. Some people call me Nathan. Some people call me Nate. I don't really care. But yeah, happy to be here. Me and Cal know each other from school. And yeah, I love movies. I love movies for a long time. Man, that's a loaded question though. My relationship with movies. I think I've always, been drawn to movies that kind of grew up just watching, all the stuff that us 2000s kids grew up, watching all the Disney movies, DreamWorks, all the fun animated stuff. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Like when I was little, I was actually obsessed with like them scores. So like when I'd go to bed, I had this like little like CD player next to me, and these like janky headphones, and I'd listen to like Pirates of the Caribbean as I was like falling, like super weird stuff like that. But yeah, I guess just kind of as I got older, I just got into more, I guess, action movies. I mean, if you're like a 12-year-old dude, you're gonna start to get into Marvel, start to get into James Bond, all that stuff. But I think like once I got to college, that's when I started really kind of diving in hard on like wanting to understand how movies are made, different directors, different writers, and it kind of helped that I, met people like Cal and some other people in the film community, I guess you could say, that have kind of, guided me and led me to like really dive in. And ever since I love movies. I love all sorts of genres. It really doesn't matter what it is. I'm just always down for a good movie. And yeah, so again, thanks for having me. I'm excited to discuss with you guys. Appreciate it.
All right, sweet, man. Thanks for the rundown there. I'm imagining like you as a little kid just getting gassed up in bed listening to Pirates of the Caribbean.
I was.
Leads you to crazy dreams, man. You know what?
Very crazy dreams. Yeah. I need to go see
you know
someone
what?
about that. Probably like a therapist, but
You know what?
one step
Your
at a
You're
time.
therapist
better
would
off
be
without it, dude.
Basically, there's is like,
You did
you're
what?
just doing what I tell people to do.
Yeah.
What are you in here? What are you in
This
here
is the
for? Being
prescription.
awesome, dude. This is great.
I want to be
No,
told
man.
that, so that's why I'm gonna do it. But yeah.
That's good. Some validation never hurt anybody.
Oh, yeah.
No lasting effects on you either. So this is good. So every time we have someone on the show here, we ask them the kind of the same questions here. So tell us about kind of maybe your first, like, you could go theater, you could go like profound, I don't know, like movie experience. It could be, people have usually answered in the theater, but if you have like a home viewing experience you want to talk about, happy to hear it. And then like your best movie experience, like some favorites. Like for me, I talked about watching Obsession. Our last guest talked about watching Project Hail Mary in theaters. Just kind of like a great one. You can even talk about, can get some Avengers Endgame in there or something, but whatever you feel is the best. So first and best movie experience, and
Okay.
tell us about it.
Man, that's another loaded question. Yeah, honestly, in terms of the theater, I'm sure we went to the movies when I was younger, but I don't have like too many memories. I do remember being like really fascinated seeing like, on the huge like IMAX screen for the first time. I remember going to see Ratatouille back in 2007 with my grandpa. I think it was in like 3D. Back when like 3D was, really popular. I don't really know. I know 3D is still a thing sometimes, but I feel like back then it was like that was the thing to see, and they would really create movies to have those like eye popping visuals. But man, I remember seeing those like Pixar movies with the loudest sound on the biggest screen, and I have like a really good memory of just like being super fascinated by that movie, and seeing with my family. In terms of other like really notable theater experiences, I mean, you mentioned Avengers Endgame. Uh, and I mean, I got to bring it up. Like, it was incredible. I think I saw it probably opening night, total packed theater. Um, like I mentioned before, I got super into the Marvel movies when I was probably in like middle school, and just like superhero movies in general. I never got super big into like reading the comics or anything like that, but I was just always like super fascinated with the movies. And I remember just like being so engrossed and invested in the way the MCU led up to that event of a movie, and then just being totally blown away. I thought it was just like amazing the way that they marketed it. It just really showing nothing, and then just being totally surprised with what happened at the end and how it led up. And it was just like an incredible experience seeing with all my buddies, good friends, um, back in Nashville. That's where I'm from, and it was just a great time. But I would also bring up too, and I would still probably consider it my favorite movie. I remember seeing The Dark Knight when I was in middle school, and it just like completely solidified my love of movies. I didn't bring it up earlier, but I also had like this weird obsession with like movie villains when I was little too. Like I was always really into like Jafar, Davy Jones, like all those like Disney villains. I don't know why I always like love a good bad guy. And then when I saw the Joker in that movie and I saw what Heath Ledger did, it just really like blew me away. It was incredible. I still have like a very distinct. It was nothing like special. Like I was just in my living room watching it with my brother. Um, but it's still I like I said, I would consider it my favorite movie. It's still just there's always something to find in that movie. I think it's just incredibly written and acted, and just absolutely love it. So that was kind of a scattered answer, but I hope I touched on each of those points that you brought up. And yeah, and I also got to throw on, seeing the Odyssey. I know y'all talked about it on your last show, so I won't say too much, but I'm sure we can all agree it was a transformative experience for the most part. And it's really cool that there still is, really doing creative things and going out of their way to give us those types of experiences in the movie theater.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Right. So Ratatouille is like your earliest like memory of a movie theater, basically.
Pretty much. Off the
That's
top of my,
good,
I'm sure
dude.
as soon as this podcast is over, I'll be like, oh, I could have brought that up. But yeah, I remember seeing it in like IMAX 3D and just being like blown away. I think Wally too.
That's
I
freaking cool.
can't remember if Wally came out before. I think it was around the same time, but I remember also seeing that on the big screen, just like moving away, just crazy.
Those are both hits. Like Pixar was
Yeah.
on a roll in those early years, and so that's not a bad
Yeah.
like way to get it started.
Yeah. Could be worse.
Could
For
be
sure.
worse.
For sure.
No, genuinely though, like Endgame,
I
I feel
know.
like is like the quintessential like movie theater experience. But I really don't think that there would ever be a movie like that ever again because it was the first to do it. You know what I mean? Like you've got what, like 10-ish,
Mm-hmm.
15-ish years of like you could say like mid-tier to like really good movies leading up to it. And it wasn't like to the point where people are getting lost or uninterested. Like people were consistently going to see these and it led up to this like big conclusion. And I feel like just the hype around it, the excitement around it is unmatched. I know they're trying to kind of low key replicate that with Doomsday coming up the end of this year, but it's not gonna be Endgame, dude. It's not gonna be Endgame.
It's not the
It's not
same,
fine,
man.
It's
It
not
really
the
isn't.
same. because
No,
back
totally.
back in those days, like you still had to have watched all of the other movies prior to understand what was going on, but it felt like we were all in on like an inside joke, or like we were all in on this like cool niche thing. Even though it was incredibly mainstream, we all felt like we were doing something because we were like, "Oh yeah, we have to go watch the last Thor movie so that we can understand the villain, and we got to make sure we watch Guardians of the Galaxy because the second cutscene, end credit scene of that one, shows us Thanos and like that stuff. It seemed cool. It felt like a scavenger hunt of these movies, and they were good. But now it's it's still kind of a similar thing where you have to watch, but now it's like you have to watch all the freaking Disney show or like the freaking Disney Plus TV shows, and now it just feels tedious. And
Totally. No, I totally agree with you. And I think, like, I don't know if this makes sense, but I feel like back then it was clear. Like it felt more sequential. Like we kind of got into a rhythm of, okay, we're gonna get an Iron Man, a Captain America, then we're gonna get this, we're gonna throw in like a Spider-Man. And they started, I think it was probably after Captain America Civil War where they started to, that's a sick water bottle. That's really cool. That's
my
awesome.
spy my Spider-Man Owala.
That's way sick. I gotta get you one of those. But no, but yeah, like I think right after kind of that movie, they started, we got Black Panther, we got Spider-Man. They started to kind of branch out from those usual characters, but I still feel like they took enough time to get us to care about those characters. And then, like you said, the TV shows, I mean, I don't know if a lot of us have the time or interest to do, all these TV shows about characters that are giving TV shows because they don't deserve movies and they probably don't think that they would do well in a mainstream movie. And so yeah, it kind of sucks. Like you said with Doomsday, I mean, I personally am not super feeling the hype. I mean, I guess I kind of just got exhausted after Endgame, but why do we need to do this giant lead up into another Avengers Endgame level movie? I mean, they already did it so well. Well, I guess people have different opinions on Endgame, but the idea is kind of still there. So um, yeah, it's kind of sad what's happened, but I mean, I'm still gonna probably go see it. I hope it works out okay for
Yeah,
Marvel. I don't know if y'all have already seen or talked about the new Spider-Man. Have y'all seen Brand New Day yet?
yeah. I went to watch it last Saturday with the fam. I actually booked a private screening at AMC. It was pretty sick.
That's so sick. That's way cool.
Yeah, it was baller.
What'd you think about it?
I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. It was a breath of fresh air compared to the last Spider-Man movie. A lot of people I was talking like with my friends and family afterwards. Everyone was really glazing uh No Way Home because of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and stuff, which was really cool. But then you look at the rest of the movie and it just looks terrible because it was all filmed during COVID, and so everything is green screen, everything is lit not very well, everything looks really flat. Even like the acting, like I can imagine how it must be tough for some of them to act alone. Like
Yeah,
like Tom
totally.
Holland walking through a set, having to step around marks on the ground that he has to pretend are people, and then the last scene of him and Happy at Aunt May's grave. You can just like the lighting is so bad, and it that stuff really takes you out of it. And so now with Brand New Day, um, just them being in these real places and the the incredible depth of those scenes is just so refreshing. Just seeing him go from like this bodega in the New York borough to the subway to an apartment party and all this stuff. It feels cohesive, and it just looks good and it feels good.
That's cool. I actually hadn't even thought about that. I totally forgot that No Way Home was filmed during COVID. It definitely looks like COVID. movie. Everything is way too contained and like cartoonish. So yeah, I definitely agree. It was like it was a breath of fresh air. When I initially saw it, I didn't love it because I was hoping it would be a little bit more of a self-contained, like friendly neighborhood Spider-Man type
Yeah.
movie. And I think Marvel was kind of priming us for that. And maybe it was just like the day that I saw or whatever it was, where I was like, I just don't have, for anyone who's listening who hasn't seen it, I don't want to spoil it, but you know, there are some things that are a little more connected and outside of what to maybe expect from like a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man type movie where, because in the past few movies, I felt
Yeah,
like
you can say
Tom
it's
Holland,
whatever.
I guess, yeah. So, I mean, we got like, you know, Jean Grey.
Wait, what?
You saw the movie,
Dude,
man. You
what?
got a private screening.
I was
Yeah,
sitting
I
next to you,
know.
Nate, but I was not paying attention.
What the flick, dude?
Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, kind of like I said earlier, I'm sure for all the comic book fans, it was cool to see, what was it, Scorpion and Punisher and Jean Grey, all it. But I mean, I really just wanted more of a Spider-Man movie. And so I can't knock the movie because it wasn't what I personally wanted, but that's just why it did totally resonate with me. And it was a little bit on the longer side too, and so I was getting a little restless. But I totally agree. I think in terms of like a production design alone and just seeing what they were able to do with the special effects, I mean, it looks incredible. Like it, and I thought this Tom Holland really did a great job with his acting. In the past, I couldn't really tell you if I liked him or didn't, but I thought I was like, yeah, he seemed like really dialed in for this one. So yeah, I guess it's a good sign. I mean, there have been worse Marvel movies since Endgame. I haven't seen some of them. I've heard Eternals is pretty rough and a few others, but hopefully this is a good sign for Doomsday. I know the masses are enjoying it. And the internet seemed to kind of love it. Cal, what were your thoughts on?
Yeah, I'm kind of in
Spider-Man?
both camps there. I've talked to both of you about kind of my experience. I actually did see it with Nate on opening day to a surprisingly empty theater, which was an interesting thing. I guess it was
Yeah.
in the middle of the day on like a Thursday. So maybe, you got the employed out there. I know, look
Classic
at us, man.
unemployed guys.
But no, I thought like the Spider-Man stuff was really good. And I want to make something very clear on the podcast here. For my whole life, I've been huge Spider-Man shill. I've never really read the comics or anything like that, I will say. But like my whole life, like this is real. Spider-Man was my first spoken word as a child. It wasn't like mom, dad, ball, anything like that. It was straight Spider-Man. And I've been team Spider-Man ever since.
Ball?
I don't know. I feel like I know a lot of people whose first word was ball. So, yeah. What was yours, Tomas?
What?
What was yours?
Who do you know whose first spoken word was?
Straight up, I know like 3 people. What was yours?
That's crazy. I don't know what my first spoken word was. It's probably
Well, mine was Spider-Man, and it's better than yours. Anyway, so
Did you?
I mean, I agree,
but genuinely, like, no matter how good the movie is, my butt's gonna be in that seat if Spider-Man's in it. I'm just gonna say that. And so the Spider-Man content I did enjoy, but I think the parts that lacked in Spider-Man content was the part that I had a harder time with. I think the Jean Grey reveal was good. I think it's cool that we're getting X-Men characters that aren't just pulled from like the Fox movies. However, I do think nice pin, dude. However, I do think that like when the attention is pulled away from Spider-Man and like development is pulled away from Spider-Man, it makes it like less self-contained. And so I do just kind of miss the days. We were sort of mentioning this before, when the MCU was simpler and not every movie was meant to like spawn 30 different sequels. And like, I just wanted a Spider-Man movie that was going to be like purely Spider-Man. And so, yeah, I thought it was good. And I think the message was good. I think the action was really good. I think the Spider-Man stuff that was in there was really good. I actually even liked the stuff with MJ and all that. I just think, I was just like a movie that's a little more focused on Spider-Man. Nate actually brought up a really good point, and again, like you said, maybe they're like attributed to the day or something, but like it includes people like The Hand, which if you haven't seen like Daredevil, it's not going to make as much sense because that's not as a well known of a character. Punisher maybe, but like if you're not super familiar, it can maybe take you out of the immersion of it because I've personally loved the Daredevil show, and so I was very familiar with The Hand. But I can see how like just throwing in rando ninjas can be kind of an issue with an like immersion with a movie. But I do think like I'm in kind of both camps where I can see both sides, people complaining, but I can see both sides of people, the other side of people loving it as well. Because like I said, I'm all over Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man.
My only beef is I wanted to see broke boy Spider-Man, grinding, delivering pizzas, and taking pictures. But
Pizza time.
yeah, I mean, we got pizza time, but it was because
He ordered
he got
his
the
product
delivery.
placement
He didn't
pizza.
do the delivery.
How's he? Did
Yeah,
y'all ever think about like how he?
I genuinely have thought about that. Like,
Yeah, I
that
know.
was like a 4-year gap. Like, how is he paying that?
Oh,
New York
what
City
is his
rent?
job?
He's got like a freaking loft apartment and but apparently he's full-time Spider-Man. So what the frick? How is he paying
That's
for
what I'm
those
saying. Does he
flowers
charge
every
people
freaking
when he
day?
saves that amount? Yeah, exactly.
He's
Yeah.
buying flowers every day.
There was
for Aunt May.
probably like 15 minutes of flower buying in the movie, which I'm fine with. But
Yeah,
I'm like, where's the income? Where's this
Where's
Bringing May
revenue?
Spider-Man
flowers.
Maybe
increasing shareholder value?
maybe he was a drug dealer.
You know what I mean? Like, when's he gonna do that?
Exactly. I didn't
Exactly.
see that. They should have made it 3 hours and we get him, in the office, in the boardrooms, kind of doing his thing. But
Because like I love that Spider-Man's
Yeah.
saving the little guy, but what about like the
Yeah, just-
CEOs and the billionaires? Like, when is Spider-Man gonna save them?
he probably had one of those instances and then it turned into kind of opportunity. But that's interesting. While Cal was talking, Tomas was showing us all of his super sweet Spider-Man merch.
Yeah, I
Which
got
is
all the
awesome.
drip,
So-
dude. I'm so freaking
That's
Spidey dripped
so-
out, bro.
So is Spider-Man your favorite then too? Or are you just full-blown Spider-Man guy? That's your favorite.
I'm Spider
superhero?
Maxing, dude. I'm Spider Maxing.
adorable, dude.
I'm just like, well, because we got the private screening. My wife also wanted to Spider Max on everybody, so we got like t-shirts from Uniqlo, like matching Spider-Man t-shirts, and then we bought a bunch of crap from like Five Below to give to like our family members that came to the screening. And then when we got to theater, my wife, I was actually surprised. She really wanted to get because this is the popcorn bucket, the Spider-Man head.
That's the most appropriate popcorn bucket I've seen in
Yeah,
a while.
it's
Yeah.
freaking
If
sick.
you know, you know. That's really cool. Does it fit on your
Yeah.
head? It looks
I
like
mean,
it
it
could
like,
fit on like a very small child. If you
well,
could
what I
squeeze your
did
head
is
through that.
I had my wife just hold it in front of her head, and it actually looks like really convincing in a picture.
in a picture. Oh gosh, it's Spider-Man.
I just realized I
Yeah.
saw the
It's pretty
picture
sick.
and I thought you
That's-
were wearing
that's
a
cool.
mask.
No way.
That's crazy. It worked.
Yeah, that was my wife. She was holding it, and I was like, my caption for her photo holding it was like giving webhead a whole new meaning, and I was like, wait, does that sound?
Hold on.
I was like, wait, does that sound? I didn't mean it in any kind of way, but I was like, wait, that's not. Webhead is a common thing that Spider-Man's rogues gallery calls him. It's an insult. It's not.
right.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
It's all it ever will
That's all
be,
it is.
and it's all it ever has been. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Glad we cleared that up, guys.
That's so. Wait, have you done multiple private screenings of movies before? Is this a regular thing for you? Or was this like special?
This was our first time because back like a month ago when I was looking to get tickets for Spider-Man, I just saw it on the AMC website. It was like one of the screenings. It was like, oh, get private screening this day and time, and so I just tapped on it, showed me the price, how many people were allowed, and I just bought it.
That's sick. I've always wanted to
It
do
was
that.
pretty sick.
The only private screening I've ever been to was I went to a friend's birthday party in high school, and her birthday was in December, so we did a private screening of Elf. So it was okay. I'm pretty lukewarm on Elf. I'm not a huge Christmas movie guy in general, but it was fun to be in theater with just all buddies.
Not Jon Favreau's best work.
I keep forgetting that he directed that. He just directs.
He wrote and directed that movie. Yeah.
What y'all know about Zathura?
He'll just do the most.
What y'all know about Zathura?
Bro,
Gosh, I've never. Seen
don't at me, bro. Zathura is space Jumanji, and I love it.
Nate, you haven't seen Zathura? It's like Jumanji 1.5, dude.
Looks crazy,
bro.
It's got
the
young
freaking
Josh
best.
Hutcherson in it.
This looks
Dax
pretty
Shepard,
crazy. There's like this
Kristen
big old-
Stewart.
It's 2001 is 2001 a space Jumanji, bro.
There's like this giant robot with this like saw for a hand.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
looking
it's
at the.
freaking
I'm
sick.
looking at.
It's one of those
pictures
movies
right
that's
now.
got like a lot of.
Is it good?
It's got like
Is it
that
actually
early
good?
2000s, like, I don't know, like just kind of style to it where you just enjoy it. I don't remember if it's if it's actually any good. I really loved it as a kid, but it's got a lot of imagination to it, and it's pretty fun.
I think it's good. Yeah, the kids are great. Cal, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you also feel like their house is the Witwicky's house from Transformers?
Yo, I can see that.
It just has that same
Sam Witwicky's house, yeah,
vibe of like a upscale California suburb. Yeah,
dude, perhaps, man.
mayhaps. It's a very nice house.
Yeah, but it goes to space and gets blown up, so don't even talk to me about it, all right?
Yeah, but then it comes back.
Oh, spoiler.
Nate, it's on the freaking cover. It's on the poster of the movie.
Don't
So
worry.
This
even-
looks sick.
don't act like it's a surprise.
Well,
It's the house
there's
is in
something
outer
happening
space.
to the house, but I didn't know it was going to get blown up. It just was lifted off the ground.
No, it doesn't get blown up.
Just get shot at.
Well, opposite then. I'll get shot. Oh, okay.
Tune in next time when we live watch
only putting this on
Jumanji
my
1.5
list,
with
Jets.
Nate.
I think 2001: A Space Jumanji is. That's pretty funny. Let's do it. Have y'all
Thank
seen
you.
the
Thank
Jumanji
you.
movies with The Rock? I think I saw it was either Odyssey or Spider-Man, and they played a preview for another one of those
Yeah.
Jumanji movies, and I was like, "Let it die, man. The bills can't be
The-
that
yeah.
high, Dwayne." Come on.
Honestly, it looks kind of funny.
It looks like a fun time. If you could turn your brain out,
I'm not.
it's a fun-
Yeah. It's. I know it's like not gonna. It's not like a good movie, but it's just like a fun dumb movie. You know, because I mean, Jack Black is great. Kevin Hart's funny. I'm not a huge fan of The Rock because I heard he's kind of an a-hole, and he also thinks that he is the coolest guy ever.
that checks out.
And so, yeah. That being said,
I don't know, man. You seen live action Moana, dude? He might be. He might
Coolest
be.
guy ever?
See that hair, dude? He could grow that if he wanted to, man. It's just not in his contract.
shut up, dude.
True. Y'all
I don't
seen
wanna talk
y'all
about it.
seen Scorpion King? It's a classic rock movie.
I actually haven't seen that one, but I've heard the
I
stories.
saw it.
Scorpion
I
King's
saw it
goated.
when I was channel surfing at a hotel. It's crazy.
Hell yeah, dude! It's got Kelly Hu in it.
Exactly. And I think the scene that I tuned into is he was like good call. He was like under the ground and he was like buried up to his neck and there were scorpions about to bite him. And I was like, well, I gotta stay and find out what happens.
What-
You know, it honestly kind of sucks, but I thought it was not taking itself seriously, so I laughed. But then it may have been taking itself
Oh, it's-
seriously. So you just don't. You're stuck.
It's so serious.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's
Yeah.
like many installments of.
I think you're
Wait,
right.
correct me if I'm wrong here. Are they or are they not connected to like the Jumanji movies? Not Jumanji, sorry. No, the Mummy movies. That's what I meant.
The Scorpion.
The Mummy
No.
movies, yeah.
The Mummy
Brendan
movies,
Fraser?
yeah. It's technically
They are
technically
are
a
they?
spin-off of The Mummy 2. It's the same
Mummy 2?
character. Yeah,
But, like-
because in The Mummy 2, at the very end, you see a giant CGI Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who's like a centaur scorpion.
It's
I
hard.
cannot tell if you're
creature.
joking.
That's
Are you
hard.
serious?
I'm being so dead serious. This happens.
The Mummy
and
2, like
the-
from the 90s.
Brendan Fraser, baby.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Brendan, I've only seen, I think, the first one.
Those movies are so good.
No way. So now I gotta watch The Mummy too, so I can understand the premise.
Bro,
of
you got to
Scorpion
watch
King.
all of them.
Have you seen all the Mummies?
I've seen all of the Mummies several times over.
Have you seen Lee Cronin's The Mummy that just came out?
I did.
How was it?
Very unrelated and different. but
Okay, I haven't seen it, but I haven't heard from word of mouth whether it was any good or not.
It's Lee Cronin. He did Evil Dead Rise.
Right.
So I feel like that's kind of the style he's writing, because his mummy is basically just Evil Dead, but it's a mummy.
Okay, that's very different.
Yeah.
From Brent Fraser. I know, wasn't there a Tom
Yeah,
Cruise
no.
mummy at some point? I don't think I saw that either.
There
but-
was. That was also very different. That was like
gosh.
Tom Cruise trying to kickstart a monster verse with like Russell Crowe as Jekyll and Hyde, and then they were probably gonna at some point bring in a Wolfman.
So like
and
the MCU
Frankenstein.
but monster
gosh.
verse, cinematic universe.
Monsters.
Yeah, a monster. Yeah,
Dang.
which I'm kind of behind. Like
If-
I
if
would
done
like
well,
to see that.
That would be sick. That would be
Low
sick.
key though, Robert Eggers is the one kind of heading that right now, but he's doing
Yeah,
it in
the werewolf, right?
a Romani Gothic format.
Werewolf look is insane.
Cal, have you seen any
Werewolf
of
is
Robert
insane,
Eggers?
dude.
Eggers
No, dude,
movies
I'm
yet?
too scared. I won't lie, dude. I'm staying away from that stuff, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They're
I
pretty
was like, Cal,
intense, man.
Cal can't watch that. He gets nightmares.
Like you guys were talking about
Yeah.
like Lee Cronin and like the
I
You
new
can't see Nosferatu's schlong.
the new Evil Dead movies, and I think I've individually talked with both of you about this, but
Mhm.
like, frick no, dude, I'm staying away from that. Actually, recently, dude, the first time I saw Obsession, so there was like the new Evil Dead.
I'm
There was the new
surprised you
Evil
saw
Dead
it.
trailer,
Oh, the trailer, yeah.
and at the beginning of the trailer, my buddy Holden, who I'm watching the movie with, totally like dead serious. It goes, "Yo, I think this is the trailer for a scary movie." And it was not for Scary Movie.
Oh gosh. Oh wait, because wasn't there another scary movie?
Yeah, like the new, yeah, Wayne's
Wayne's
Brothers. Yeah,
Yeah, Scary Movie 6.
Oh gosh. Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Apparently that was like booty cheeks. Not good.
Not surprised. That's so funny though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
it's
Evil
something
Dead
like that.
Burn, I
It
think
looks
it's called.
insane.
Evil Dead Burn is the newest.
I feel like they're always
Right.
pushing the envelope with those.
Looks crazy.
Man,
Yeah.
I just don't do it. My tolerance for horror movies is very weird because I don't think I've ever really been shaken that much by a horror movie. But then again, I haven't watched that crazy of horror movies. Like I have never watched like the new Evil Deads. I've never watched like the Terrifiers. I've never watched anything like that. But when I watch like
Oh.
Insidious, I'm like,
That's-
this is weak sauce. This doesn't scare me at all. But then I'm not watching like the crazy stuff.
Oh yeah. No. There is a middle ground. I'll help you find it, because like the Terrifier is just that. It's not horror, it's terror.
It's just
It's
gore.
like-
yeah, it's just gore.
It's just gore, and it's pretty awful. I only ever saw the first one, which was like a mistake. Like it's.
I was the
just-
opposite.
just
I
not
saw
good.
2 and 3.
Dude,
No, I
I've
learned
heard
my
it gets
lesson.
so much worse. So that's crazy.
It was horrible. Yeah. Yeah, that is so true. There definitely is a middle ground. Robert, I mean, going back
'Cause-
to Eggers though, I mean, his are very intense. I'm trying to rattle off what he's done, because he did The Witch.
He did
and
the
then he
Lighthouse.
did, he
I
did
do remember
Northman.
Tomas telling me.
Oh,
Tomas
The
did tell me once, like
Lighthouse.
close back when we first met, you said the Lighthouse was like the scariest movie that you've ever seen, just based on the fact that you just didn't understand what was happening and what you were seeing. And so for that reason, it was like terrifying.
Yeah, because it's purely psychological horror. So you, from the point of view of Robert Pattinson's character, he's losing his mind, and you're getting lost in his mind. That movie gave me like weird nightmares. To be completely honest, it was a very disturbing
I mean,
experience.
that describes the
I'm not gonna-
movie. Weird.
That's
That's terrifying. I mean,
yeah.
that's what it is. And you feel so uncomfortable because, like you said, he's losing his mind, and the way that Eggers creates the movie is you yourself feel like you don't know what's happening either. Which for me, I like to have a sense of control and know what's going on, and so I think I think that is like a cool creative tool that a lot of directors will use just to like make you feel unsettled. I think there is a line where it becomes just like, okay, you just didn't write it very well, and now we're confused, as opposed to like we're gonna disorient you and make you feel like you're actually in the movie, which is scary.
Yeah, there. Yeah, I like that distinction that you made. That there is a difference between confusion and disorientation. And Eggers does that really well in The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
The most accessible Eggers movie is technically not a horror, which is The Northman, but is really really good. I really like that movie. I think it's super cool. It's just like it keeps with his style. It's very dark. It's very arcane. But it's a really cool movie.
That's the only Eggers movie I haven't seen yet. But my cousin, she told me that she really, really liked it, so it's been on my list. I think I've seen all of his other big ones.
Yeah,
But yeah, I need to put that one on the list. It looks really, really cool. And the other ones
yeah,
are
because he
very
hasn't
threatening.
he doesn't have a whole lot. It's with Werewolf, that's gonna make 5 like full length feature films that he has
That's right.
out.
That one looks insane.
Although here, short films. Let's see. He has a Hansel and Gretel short film from 2007. It looks like. Well, in Letterboxd, you know how Letterboxd sometimes they attach creators to projects that
Yeah.
technically aren't like. Sometimes they're not even in production yet, but they have him attached to Labyrinth 2 and A Christmas Carol.
Oh, was that the Johnny Depp Christmas Carol?
No,
That
this
movie
is
looks so dumb.
a separate
Okay.
project.
But I would see a Rod.
Frig you, dude.
That
I
movie
would
looks
see an
so
Eggers,
weird.
dude. I would see an Eggers Christmas Carol. That would actually be really good.
But I do like some Johnny Depp.
I like seeing him
I
back.
like
I'm
Johnny
so
Depp.
glad he's back. But that movie, the
But-
fact that they're just marketing him instead of the movie
Yeah.
itself, it's a little.
Dude, he's just Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, it makes you a little nervous.
And I'm all for it.
Yeah. Nah, dude. I think it's gonna be great. Honestly, A Christmas Carol is a story that I love in almost every rendition I've seen of it, because it's such a cool, fun story, and it's also a spooky story, which I really like. It's that's your middle ground for horror, Cal.
The Christmas Carol. I watched the
Yeah.
Muppet Christmas Carol, and I'm just my timbers are shivered. If you're wondering, that's the best
Oh,
Christmas
gosh.
Carol, by the way.
It kind of is,
And I'm
yeah.
gonna die on that hill forever. And I realize that's not really a hill to die on because most people agree with that. But I will die on that hill.
No, it's so good.
Speaking of horror movies, though, I watched Skinamarink last weekend. Have you guys ever heard of this movie?
I don't even know what that is. You told me about that. I'm
No,
like, what
never
the frick
heard
is
of it.
this?
It was
What is it?
so it is like those like YouTube analog horror videos.
Oh,
So take that and make it 90 minutes. And it was,
Is this an independent film?
looks like it.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was IFC.
Let's see.
Oh, they showed it at IC?
IFC.
Oh,
The
sorry,
production
I was
company.
thinking something else.
From looking at the reviews after watching it, it seems like for some people it worked and some people it didn't, because it really goes off the idea that like the longer you look at a dark space, the more like your imagination kind of takes over.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's not a lot of real scares, and a lot of it is literally just shots of like an empty room, and then sometimes you'll hear people talking. It just didn't do it for me, and it was super boring. And I think maybe it was partly my fault because I wasn't in like the place to watch it. I was watching it with the boys. Yeah, the lights were off, but like we were just clowning it the whole time, and so it wasn't scary. But genuinely didn't make a lick of sense to me. Wasn't scary. It was like we were watching like, what is the point of this movie? We were also watching it on Tubi,
there,
and
like,
so
a
like every
plot?
15 minutes, like there would be an ad.
That's the jump scare, dude.
So like, the plot was like it's like these two kids who you barely see, get up in the middle of the night, and like the doors are gone, and their parents are like disappearing, and there's like an entity in their house that's like messing with them and like torturing them essentially.
Original. Wow.
Yeah. It's got a 2.8 average rating on Letterboxd.
Didn't do it for
Yeah.
me. It was genuinely, I was so bored.
The reviews are weird.
It's like genuine. If you look at them, it's either this movie terrified me to my core or this movie was dumb. and I unfortunately fell into the
73%
dumb
on
camp.
Rotten Tomatoes, 4.7 out of 10 on IMDb, 2.8 out of 5 on Letterboxd. How'd you
Yeah.
find this movie? Did someone recommend it, or like how did this?
I actually already had heard about it from I've talked to you about this guy Nate, but Trey Clancy. Shout out Trey Clancy. He makes some really great YouTube videos on horror movies actually. But one of my buddies recommended it. We were just like at a lodge. We were at a wedding last weekend, and one of my buddies just decided he wanted to watch a horror movie, and so that was one that came up, and we watched it. Just unfortunately didn't
what a
hit.
choice, man.
Didn't hit. Yeah, and that's how we spent our
Out
last
of all
night
the
hanging
horror
out.
Dude, you want to watch a horror movie with the boys? Watch The Thing, bro.
Yes.
Watch
Oh my gosh.
The
What an
Thing.
elite pick. It's so good. Because that movie is so good because it doesn't need to be super in your face. It is genuinely like actually really suspenseful. And then eventually when you see the reveal, it's like,
Yeah, dude.
crazy.
It goes from 0 to 100 with the
Oh,
the freaking alien. It's so cool. The vibes are there. It's like such a cool yeah.
was that a John
Yeah,
Carpenter? Am I crazy? Was it
that's my
John
boy.
Carpenter
That's
who
my
did
boy,
that?
John
Or was it
Carpenter,
some?
bro. It's so goated, bro. Cal, have you seen The Thing yet?
I actually haven't, dude. I know very little about it, but I know that at the
Watch
end
it.
there's like a question of like if the ending is good or not.
It's good. I'm going to tell you right now.
No, what
It's
I
good.
mean like good for the characters, not good like as a quality of
It is
but it's
good
if
for
it's
the
like if the
characters.
characters won.
No, it's good for
Interesting.
everybody.
All right. Yeah, that's one I need to see.
You do. My wife hates that movie.
Why does she hate it? What does she hate
hates
about it?
Because, well, first of all, Nate, do you have a girlfriend?
No. Mm-mm.
Well,
What a question.
I'm just curious.
What a question. I didn't expect that one. No. Not right now.
I'm just curious. Because I wanted to see if you could relate. I feel like a lot of women.
Oh, okay.
This is here comes Tomas talking about women and generalizing. I feel like a lot of women don't like older movies. Is that crazy?
You told
That
me,
crazy
man.
statement?
Nah, man, I don't know about that one.
All right, maybe it's just my woman.
In my experience, I'm not sure
Wait,
about that.
explain your well, what was there something she didn't like
So
about
that's
it? Or?
one of the things she dislikes about it is that it looks, quote unquote, it looks too old. She can tell that it's fake. So she didn't like the practical effects,
Okay.
which is like the coolest part of the freaking movie.
Man,
She said it was
okay.
dragging, and she really hates the ending. So she
Dang.
really
Has,
needs an open and closed story. Is what
Okay.
she needs.
Have you by chance watched like Alien with her, like the original?
I haven't watched it with her because
movie?
I haven't watched it with her because I think she's
Okay.
seen it already. Because it's just she's from the Philippines, and so it's very common in Filipino families for the kids to just watch whatever the parents are watching. So she's seen like every single horror movie.
Oh,
And so I guess
from like a young age.
pretty much, yeah, she grew up with that and like
Wow.
crazy action movies. So like if you look at her Letterboxd, her watch list, first of all, her watch list is abysmal. It's hard to look at. Because it's a bunch of terrible chick flicks, most of which she's already seen. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't have anything on my watch list that I've already seen.
I don't either.
I think that's the point of the watch
That's,
list. To
that's
not.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It's the point of the watch list is to put movies that you haven't seen yet and you check them off. But she has ones that she like wants to go back to, basically, because she like doesn't
Okay.
remember them. She hates to rewatch. She doesn't want to rewatch a movie unless it's really, really good or she doesn't remember it because she doesn't want to already know what happens.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, she's not
Well,
a huge movie person. I have really like introduced her to a lot of good movies. So she actually her taste has like changed since we've been together, and she's really open to watching movies with me. Whereas before, I think she'd never really watched movies, not like we do now, because like I love to watch movies, and that was never really her thing. But she actually really loves David Fincher. She loves his films, so we watched we watched Seven and Zodiac and She loved.
But you haven't seen The Social Network. Interesting.
Here's an idea. Shut the frick up about
Here's an
frickin'
idea.
J.C.
Here's an idea.
Eisenberg
Watch this.
and his freaking.
Watch the movie. Watch
I'm
the
not
movie.
gonna watch it. I watched Dunkirk because you asked me to, and it was great. I had already seen it, but I watched it again because you said I need to appreciate it better, and I did. I'm not watching the freaking Facebook movie, bro. And the more you tell me to do it, the less I'm gonna want to.
It's a good point. I'm the same way. If someone tells me over and over to watch something, it makes me want to watch it less. I don't know if that's your thing, but yeah.
This is
I'm the
my
same
thing
way.
specifically with Cal and the Social Network.
That's
Okay,
it.
I got
That's
you.
it.
It goes
got
no farther than that.
It's very different from Seven, and I've only seen half of Zodiac. I still got to finish Zodiac, but man, I love Seven though.
Yeah.
Seven is up there for me. I think it's
Generational film.
phenomenal. Yeah. So my question is, so you said there's still a lot of like movies she hasn't seen. Are there any like top of your list that you're looking forward to like showing her soon? Any like famous movies or like really important ones
That's a
or
good
anything like that?
question.
Or
Here's the thing.
I don't know.
That's a good
I'm
question.
very careful about what I introduce to her because sometimes I'm protecting like my own enjoyment of a film because I'm like, I know she's not gonna like I'm not gonna try to make her watch Singing in the Rain. She's gonna hate it. I know for a fact she's gonna hate watching Singing in the Rain because she's not gonna be able to give in. Cal knows what I'm talking about. She's not gonna be able to give in to the whimsy of it, bro. She's not gonna be able to like step in. She's not great at like stepping into movies and like really immersing herself. She's very, very critical. She's very judgy throughout watching the film. So it's really hard for her to like be there for the movie. So movies like Seven are great for her because it like really grabs you. And it like it's very engaging. Like Seven, she really liked Obsession. So movies that are like pretty shocking and engaging. That's why she really likes thrillers. She loves whodunits because that way she feels like she's playing a game with the movie. So she's more engaged. But like
That's a good way of putting it.
yeah. I'm pretty sure she's like undiagnosed ADHD. So she loves Transformers because there's explosions and big robots. So
I still have
And Sam
never
Wood with
seen
you.
Transformers. I still gotta watch it.
dude.
For some reason,
Whoa!
I know. For whatever reason, it just wasn't in my childhood. But I need to go watch
Oh my gosh.
those Michael Bay Transformers
Oh my
movies.
gosh.
Isn't Transformers another one of those movies that like Christopher Nolan like unapologetically loves? Like everyone
I'm
found out
sure.
about the whole
The Fast and Furious thing.
yeah,
Was it
Fast and
Blaze of
Furious thing,
Glory
but
or wasn't there a Will Ferrell movie that he said
It's
he
Talladega
really loved?
Nights, yeah.
Talladega
Talladega.
Nights.
It's
That's
like,
right.
If you're not first, you're lost. Yeah, dude.
bro, but those those Michael Bay movies,
Dude.
that's just like it's just like a roller coaster, you know what I mean? Like you don't go on it to like have your life change. You go on it to have a good
Go
time.
on it to watch Shia LaBeouf crash
You know?
out, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah, and that's what I want to see.
Yeah,
I want to see
It's like Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
exactly.
He's freaking neurotic as frick. He's losing his mind. Megan Fox is there, which is like, whatever.
This is a collector's item. Yeah. Do not touch my car. Best line.
Yeah.
Do not touch my car. I think I've heard that. So my question is, would y'all recommend just like starting from the first and keep going,
Yeah.
or are there certain ones to watch? Are they all good?
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Or
this,
like
they're
good
all
as in
stupid.
like just
They're
enjoy,
all dumb as rocks.
you know?
They're fun.
Right,
But
right.
they're fun.
They're yeah, okay.
Like genuinely, like it's like the plot is if you took some kids and had them come up with a Transformers plot. Like straight up, it's like the government doesn't like the big robots, so they sending them back to space.
They deport the freaking Autobots,
like-
dude. It's great.
That's a plot in one of the movies.
Oh my gosh.
But no, yeah. Just watch.
And so
Dang,
like,
okay.
yeah, watch the OG
yeah,
trilogy.
so don't expect your life to be changed.
Watch the OG trilogy. Of the Michael Bay ones. You don't need to watch Marky Mark duke it out with the robots. That's definitely
Wasn't there a Bumblebee? That was a Bumblebee movie, right?
Yeah.
At some point?
Yeah, that one's actually pretty
Is
solid.
that- I don't know if that's connected. Is that connected?
it's like a
to the-
prequel.
The Michael Bay ones. Okay.
So
Okay.
you can watch that one.
but it's like not connected.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
okay.
connected, but not.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
Here's the deal.
But-
In like the Marky Mark ones, you find out that Bumblebee killed Hitler, but then that gets retconned in the Haley Steinfeld
Actually?
movie.
Is that actually
This is real.
What?
Is that
I did not
actually
Like
a thing?
What?
Bumblebee
They
was
put that in the
fighting
movie?
in World War II in Europe.
Because he
and
was a
they retconned
Volkswagen
that.
Mystery
Beetle?
solved.
I don't know, man, but he was like doing undercover stuff over there.
Wow.
But straight up, he was like going
Wow,
after Hitler,
okay.
Bumblebee
and then that
slammed
just
This
gets
is like
removed.
a bunch
So
of
it
kids
depends on
wrote
how
a
much you
Transformers movie.
straight up.
Okay. That's
all I'm
is
saying.
that in one of the? So you said there's an original because I've heard there's like Revenge of the Fallen,
Yeah.
something the Dark Moon one.
So-
Is that so? There's an original trilogy and
So
then
that's
there's
like
other
that, yeah,
So
ones.
that's
there's
2
number
and 3.
one. There's Dark Side of the is Dark Side of the Moon the second one, or is Revenge of the Fallen?
It's actually Dark of
Pink
the Moon.
Floyd.
Dark of the Moon.
Yeah, Pink Floyd.
Anyway, which one is it? I think it's.
I
think
think
it's
that's. I don't know which one's the second one. I won't lie, dude.
Are there 4? Are we tripping?
Let me pull it up. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Tripping? Because I remember.
I feel like there are a bunch.
No, the second one. No, Dark of the Moon. I think is the.
Okay, you got Transformers 2007,
Revenge of the
Transformers Revenge of the Fallen,
Uh-huh.
Transformers Dark of the Moon, and then it goes Age of Extinction, The Last Night, Bumblebee, Rise of the Beasts. So you just have to watch 1, 2, and 3, and then you're cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember back in
Those are the
2014
same
when the
Woodwiki ones.
dinosaur.
Wait.
The Age of Extinction is the one with dinos, right?
Yeah, wait.
Dinobots or whatever.
But Age of wait, who?
It looks
who's in
awesome.
Age of Extinction? Is that Shia?
I thought that was Mark Wahlberg.
It's got Mark Wahlberg,
Mark Wahlberg.
Stanley Tucci's in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, no need for that. Just watch
Yeah.
the ones with Shia.
Yeah.
But the dinos, dude, that looks all right. But I'll take your word. I'll watch the OGs and get back to y'all.
Yeah, they're pretty great.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like everyone's got that like random trilogy that they've never seen that's like really big. I feel like
I will say-
Transformers is mine, but
On the topic of Age of Extinction, if you want to see TJ Miller get absolutely smoked, watch that
Freaking
one. He dies
disintegrated.
so hard.
Oh.
He dies so hard in
They
that movie,
disrespect him, bro.
and
He
you wouldn't
dies so
believe it, dude.
hard?
He literally like, there's no coming back from that. Like, it's absurd how hard he
He
dies,
gets-
dude.
Oh.
Dusted, bro.
All right. Okay. I wish his character in Deadpool got dusted hard, but
That's a
Dang, what a-
it's good
take.
to know. I mean, he was funny, but he annoyed me a little bit.
Dude, I heard
I don't know.
that Ryan Reynolds like ripped into him on set.
Yeah, they did not
like,
get along. Yeah.
Flamed him like on camera. Like
Oh
he did like a Deadpool fourth wall break and basically said that his character was absolute trash and he did just enough exposition to exist in the film and that he was worthless and
Oh my gosh.
yeah, he
That's actually
he tore him
crazy.
a new
And
one,
Ryan
bro.
didn't like that.
No, Ryan did that
Dang,
to
that's
him.
crazy.
Oh, Ryan
Ryan
did that?
did that to
Oh,
him.
shoot. I thought you were saying TJ
No,
Miller's character did
no,
that.
Ryan did that to him. Apparently, I think that's a story that TJ
Get the
tells.
Deadpool suit on.
But yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's why he's not in
That is
Deadpool and
crazy.
Wolverine.
Of those movies, have y'all seen the 3 Deadpool movies?
I have, yeah. I really liked
Mhm.
Deadpool and Wolverine. If I'm being honest, I enjoyed it. I've talked about this with Cal.
Gotcha. Cal, I can't remember. Have you seen Deadpool Wolverine?
I actually haven't, dude. I haven't seen any of
That's
them.
right. That's right. Oh wow, that's surprising.
If I'm keeping,
Yeah.
well, Cal had his whole like I'm not watching rated R movies thing, you know.
Oh,
Vid Angel,
oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
his whole little
What are you talking about, dude?
his little gay thing. Anyway, we're getting him out of that. We're getting him out of that. But
you saw Obsession,
yeah, good boy.
and you saw Odyssey twice, right?
Odyssey.
Saw it twice.
That movie's like barely rated R though.
My parents just saw that
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah. What
I've
your dad
realized
think?
that I think my parents, I think I've talked about my dad in every single one of these episodes,
I love your dad.
but my parents
He's a
saw it
great
and they
guy.
actually quite liked it. My dad liked it from a really technical standpoint. He was really impressed by what it,
As you should be, bro.
by, what it was doing. And he was really, really impressed with the movie. He enjoyed it a lot. My mom's funny because she's not really a rated R movie person. And she watched it and she told me that it was loud. That was like her review of the movie.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
So
It's very
they saw it in
loud.
IMAX, and
Oh, yeah.
you know what? I respect it. I understand. I saw The Odyssey in IMAX recently, and it had me like I say this over and over, but like the scene with the lightning, bro,
Yeah.
just flashbangs you. But you know, my dad really liked it. But yeah, man. But yeah, I've not seen Deadpool, any of them, unfortunately. So
I love the first
not
one
me right
so
now.
much.
First one's good, dude.
The second and third, I don't even remember what happens in the second one. The third one was good, but I was a little disappointed. But the first one is just so funny.
Second
It's so
second
funny.
one I'm gonna say is my favorite because David Leitch directed, and I love him.
What else did David Leitch do?
David Leitch
Wait,
did Atomic Blonde.
David
David Leitch did
Bullet
The Fall
Train.
Guy. Yup.
He did the
The
Fall
Fall
Guy.
Guy.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen either of those. Oh, I like the Fall Guy. I've seen the Fall Guy.
he's awesome, bro.
I haven't seen Atomic Blonde. I know Cal was there was like this 3-week span where Cal would just talk about Bullet Train.
It does that to you,
I
bro.
love
every
Bullet Train.
sentence.
I love Bullet Train, man.
I still need to see it.
That's a movie that's like dripping with style.
Oh,
And like it's very well done, and I'm super excited
Yeah.
for How to Rob a Bank
Oh,
too. And I'm
yeah,
sad they
dude.
got pushed back, but I understand why it got pushed back because
That's
it's not
fine.
winning this summer.
How to Rob a Bank? I don't know if I've.
yeah. They.
Oh wait, I think you texted like, who's in that or what's that about?
That's with Nicholas Holt, and
Okay.
what's her name? Zoe Kravitz.
John C. Riley's in it.
Zoe Kravitz is in it.
Oh, and Zoe Kravitz, yeah.
Okay.
Basically,
But it's like this group of yeah, go for it, Tim. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
you got it.
No,
So
okay.
it's about-
it's about like this. I freaking knew it, dude. I'm going back on mute. Going back on
Okay.
mute.
This man's hiding behind the camera, hide behind his microphone.
So it's
Keep
like
hiding.
this group of like tech, not anarchists, but
So basically, it's about
Yeah.
the.
you
Sorry.
might be able to explain it better
I
than me.
thought-
Anyway, it's these people,
I thought
they
that'd be
make
funny.
YouTube videos called How to Rob a Bank, and in the videos they basically, it's like Eat the Rich, F billionaires, very Robin Hood
Oh, like
type
Robin
thing.
Hood.
So the masses love them. And so we don't see much about how the plot carries out in the film based on the preview alone, but it looks really cool.
Uh-huh.
Has a really good looking style to it. Zoe Kravitz, I believe, she plays like a hacker that's on house arrest, and so she's offered like time off of her sentence to help the police track down the bank robbers or whatever.
Oh, sick.
But what it
Okay.
looks like is like throughout the film, I think is it John C. Riley, the cop, Cal?
Yeah, it's John C. Riley.
Yeah. So it looks like him and Zoe Kravitz, they kind of like realize that the bank robbers are actually kind of cool.
And they'll kiss at the
Yeah.
end.
And then you
Cool.
think John C. Riley and Nick Holt are gonna kiss at the end?
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
Hopefully.
I think so.
Maybe just a little quick one.
Just a little.
No. Yeah, something like that.
It'd be a good moment
Yeah.
to show that they're like
That's
friends now.
funny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, John C. Riley, he played a pretty good cop in Gangs in New York. So, but I mean, he's really good in Step Brothers too. That sounds like a really cool movie. Nicholas Hoult, I mean,
He's awesome.
I feel like he's expanded his range a lot. I remember him first seeing him in X-Men First Class,
Mm-hmm.
which that's like my favorite Marvel movie. And then I think he was in one of the Robert Eggers movies. I'm trying to
Yeah, he was in
remember which
Nosferatu.
He was
one it
in
Was it
Nosferatu, right?
Nosferatu, that's right.
Great job.
Yeah, and Zoe Kravitz too. Didn't she direct that movie Blink Twice or whatever,
Yeah.
where they're on the island or something?
Yeah.
She directed
Yeah,
that,
it's
right?
it's the Epstein Island movie with
That's
Channing
right.
Tatum.
Right. Yeah.
Adria
Yikes,
Arjona.
dude.
I haven't seen that one now.
It's not bad.
And she was great in Batman too.
Wait, you seen Batman 2?
She was. Sorry.
What?
He saw it.
I'm from
Where?
the future, man. I'm from 2028.
Frick.
Man, they keep delaying that.
I know.
Makes me mad.
Yeah, but I love Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves. So did y'all both like the Batman?
Yes.
I love the Batman.
It's so good.
I love that movie so much.
Oof.
My take is I think it's a better Batman movie than The Dark Knight, and people get mad at me for that.
This is what
I mean,
I agree. And this is what I told Cal, is that the Batman is a better Batman movie. The Dark Knight is just a better movie. It's just a better film.
I agree with
That's
that.
probably
I agree
true.
with that. Yeah, I agree with you. Like in terms of Batman-iness, the Batman just nailed it. It was
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
And seeing like such a goofy character like the Riddler become just like arguably like the scariest
yeah.
Batman villain we've seen in a movie is insane. And so
That's what
I
Reddit
would
does
love
to a
to
guy, dude.
see yeah, what Reddit does to a guy. Paul Dano, man,
Oh yeah.
he was scary in that movie.
Yeah, he's twisted,
Um,
bro.
And
y'all
on that
remember?
note, I
Was it?
do think that Pattinson would beat the crap out of Christian Bale's Batman, dude.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
'cause
Would
he
whoa,
kill
could
that
turn
whoa,
his
dude.
whoa.
neck.
Hold on. Wait, whoa. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I
Hold on
said
a
what I
second.
said.
Wait, I actually agree.
Hold on a
Wait,
second.
I would. He is so violent and aggressive in the Batman.
Yeah.
Like, and he's younger, but I think it'd be close though. I think they're both pretty dang. You think
I'm
Christian Bale would
sorry.
win that fight?
No
Christian
way,
Bale's Batman
dude.
is beating the bricks off of Pattinson, dude.
No shot,
Dude,
dude.
he's like-
no
Okay, in
shot.
terms of his physique,
He's like 250 of
maybe.
lean muscle. He's freaking fought Bane and back. There's just, if we're talking about like Dark Knight,
he broke his back in that fight.
yeah, but then he climbed out of the hole. Like, I think we can't compare unless you're gonna say like Batman Begins to the Batman. But if you're just saying like the Dark Knight, like at the end of his trilogy, he's just he's too experienced. He's too much aura, too much. He just
But
has
look,
so many
I mean,
more.
Respectfully
He just has so
disagree.
many more years on him of Batmaning and like martial arts practice, and like you could say that Pattinson, his portrayal in the film, yeah, is more brutal, but I don't know. When we're talking about fictional characters, it's kind of stupid to argue because
Yeah,
then it
that's
comes
true,
down
yeah.
to whoever the fighting
But here
choreographer
we are.
was. Dude, but if we're gonna go about fighting choreography, dude, there's like two guys in Dark Knight Rises that fall and not even touch, bro. That's how good of a fighter Batman is in that movie. They freaking
Whoa. He gets him like they
Oh.
got Patrick, bro.
they act like they got hit when he didn't even touch him, bro. He doesn't have to touch dudes to knock him out, bro. Come on.
It's a good point. But I would say those two movies are like top of the top for me in terms of Batman's my favorite superhero.
He's pretty
That's-
great. I love Batman.
I mean, I love Batman. But yeah, I'm excited for Batman too. I'm really there've been like Mr. Freeze rumors for a while. I think it would be great if we could see another kind of goofier villain from the past and really done like something a little more serious and grounded and unique.
Well, I really want to see Hush in live
Oh,
action.
the owls, the Court of Owls. Is that what you're talking about, or
No,
something else?
Hush is a villain who his whole thing is that he steals Bruce Wayne's identity, and so he learns who Batman
Oh,
is, and he
cool.
steals his identity, and he's a really hardcore character, and I think when he's done well, it's like really awesome. There's one animated Batman movie, I think it's Batman Hush. It's pretty stupid.
I think I've heard of a movie. Yeah, called that. Yeah.
But in that movie, like it's super well done. There's a crazy twist where like Batman Hush, he takes on like the identity of like the Red Hood, and then you find out that that he's actually the Riddler. And like,
Oh shoot.
yeah, it's crazy. So I feel like whenever Hush is in the comics, like Batman is like really challenged, and it like really starts to mess with like his ability to like be one step ahead and like do his job
That would be really cool.
as Batman. Court of Owls is also super sick too. Like those are really cool.
Yeah,
Batman
I've
arcs.
heard some rumors about Court of Owls, but so is Batman Hush? Would you recommend it? Like some of those Batman animated movies, I think can be hit or miss. That one
Dude,
decent, or how was
yeah,
it?
Batman Hush is definitely
Okay.
a good one. If you haven't seen like the Dark Knight animated
Returns.
movies, yeah, Dark Knight Returns, those
Yeah,
ones are
yeah.
awesome. what else is there in terms of Batman films? I really liked
Under the Red Hood.
Under the Red
You seen
Hood
that one?
with
Oh, I have heard of
dude
that
with
one.
Jensen
Yeah.
Ackles as Jason Todd. Freaking love Jensen Ackles.
Oh, no
bro.
way.
Yeah, he's so good. But yeah, I love all of like the. I feel like when it comes to DC, their animated stuff is so much better with compared to live action, just because they have so much more freedom to use like the different characters.
Dude, Justice League was awesome.
Justice League's-
Snyder Cut.
Oh,
Wow. It was so good.
all right. We just talked about freaking Dark Knight versus Battinson. For being honest, Batflick is gonna murder both of them.
Because
He's
he'll
just gonna
shoot
pull out a
them with
gun.
a
He
gun.
doesn't even need
Yeah.
to-
He'll shoot them with a Gatling gun from a rocket ship.
Yeah, man. That was a core movie theater experience, though. I saw Batman versus Superman opening day, and I didn't have any sort of palette yet, so of course I was like, "This is awesome." But
Dude, I was forced to go watch
It
that. I did
sucks.
not want to go see it.
you didn't want to
I
go.
didn't want to go see that movie, dude.
Who forced you?
My brother and my friends.
Who's forcing you? That's crazy.
I just didn't want to go, and I was like,
yeah,
I
don't.
saw it at a drive-in in California, and so it didn't really have any impact on me because it's hard to
That's
actually
gotta
enjoy a
be-
movie at a drive-in.
you enjoy the experience.
Really, I've never.
It's a fun
Experience
time.
is a good time.
I know.
Sure it's fun.
Nate's making a look. He's making a face. I
I know what you're talking
already
about.
talked about that in an earlier episode. We don't have to get into that.
Got you. The words.
But
Yeah.
yeah. Have you been to a drive-in?
Yeah, that
Nathan?
movie was trash. Never.
Oh.
No. Well, wait. No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Dude.
I gotta hit that experience.
Are there none in Utah? There's gotta be.
Are there, yeah. okay.
No, not
What?
anymore. There was one. They
Yeah.
had this one where they would show it at the back of a mall using like their parking lot, but I don't think it's a thing anymore. But they don't even do like
Dang.
new releases. It was just
I
like
feel like
voted
they'd have
on
one in like
re-releases.
St. George. Is there not one down there? Like
Oh,
Southern
maybe.
Utah?
I have no idea.
Hmm.
No, but genuinely, it is a really good time. Like we used to go a lot in high school. We would just like pack people like in the trunk. You know how they do it. It is a really good time because you just get a bunch of friends out there. You get the radio going, bring a bunch of camping chairs, and a lot of the times they would do like double features, and so you could stay there for a good like 4 or 5 hours just watching movies, and it was super fun. That's where I saw like the first Captain America. That's where I saw Batman v Superman. I saw like one of the Ocean's movies there.
Cool.
Mission Impossible. I saw the last one I saw there was Blue Beetle. That was actually dope. That was really fun.
Was it good?
I remember actually enjoying it. I haven't watched it since, but that one
It's all right.
I do know kind of has a cult following. People seem to really like it. But it does unfortunately kind of fall into the I've been kind of outspoken about this, and I don't know, maybe I'm not in a place to like really talk about it, but I've always had an issue with movies, especially with like that are starring like Latinos or Asians, to like boil the characters down
You
to
have a
just
problem with them because they're not white?
yeah, no. But I have an issue that it boils them down to just like I am Latino or I am Asian, and like
Yeah.
it doesn't like there's such a huge emphasis on like their race rather than who they are as a character. So it does kind of fall under that, unfortunately for me. But I think past that, it was really good.
No. Yeah, I kind of agree.
I say really good. It was really
Interesting.
fun.
Yeah. The whole thing in that movie was them saying, "Come on, bro. Animo. We can do it." It felt like freaking Dora a little bit too much.
Dora.
Yeah. But
Y'all see the live action Dora? Me neither.
That's crazy, dude.
I've only seen that one clip of her when she's young and they're at the dinner table and she's like, "Can you say delicioso?" And they're like, "Say delicioso." And then Michael Payne just goes, "Sugar out of it."
Oh, was Michael Pena in that movie?
Yeah, who else are they gonna?
How long
Well,
have
yeah,
you
shit.
been with
How
it?
long-
How else are they gonna have as a Mexican father, dude, in a movie?
Dude, pull in Javier Bardem. Come on now.
I actually just watched him in the Apple series of Cape Fear.
Cape Fear, man. I really like Cape Fear.
Did you watch it, the series?
I've seen up to I think episode 7. I don't know if
I've
there've been a couple more since.
yeah,
but
it's
I'm
all
up
out
to
now.
that point.
It's all out.
I'm hooked. I'm
pretty
hooked.
good, dude.
I really liked it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you seen the
He's-
first 2 installments of the film?
No, I haven't. I need to. I was worried that if I saw the Robert De Niro, are there 2 of them?
So
Other than I only know the De Niro
so
one.
there's the original from like the 60s. And then there's the Martin Scorsese one. But they all differ a little bit. Which is good. Actually, the series is very different from the original story. But I think it's good. It's a good difference. Because it makes it more interesting. And it also makes it new for those who have seen the other installments. The Martin Scorsese one's pretty cool because they bring back the 2 main actors from the original film. The guy who played Max Cady and the guy who plays Tom, the lawyer. In the original,
gotcha.
In the original, I believe Tom is the persecutor. I think that's how it is in the original. And then in the Martin Scorsese one, he's actually his defendant.
Oh, and then
in the series,
it's
both.
the prosecutor, right? Yeah.
It's kind of both. Where Tom is the prosecutor and his wife was
his wife
was the defendant.
Yeah.
Or the defender, not the defendant. Max was the defendant.
It's all the same.
Whatever, dude. I'm not a freaking lawyer.
Whatever. Exactly.
What do I look like?
Javier Bardem.
Sustained overrule, go to jail.
Sustained overrule, go to jail for life.
For life.
1 million years dungeon. Yeah. But yeah, Javier Bardem's he's a character, man. He's freaking.
He's so good. He's one of my favorite actors. Like ever. He's so good in everything I've seen him in. And
no, he's so solid.
Yeah, he's so good in that movie.
You guys seen that clip of him with like the rest of the cast of F1? And they're all talking about like their inspirations and everything. And everyone's like talking about like these real people from like motorsports and all this stuff. And he goes, I am essentially, he says like, I'm what you call a really good actor. So I just kind of acted it as I would.
I read this.
Is he wrong?
I took my inspiration from the character. I read the script. I learned who the character was, and I played him to perfection. That's
pretty much
actually
what he said.
good.
So
that's
funny.
A good voice. You got the deep.
I love Javier Bardem.
Ooh, that's good.
Dude, I saw I should have sent it to you, Cal. I saw a meme yesterday of I love those ones where they take a scene and they just chop it up into the little just like pictures of the characters, and they completely change the dialogue. Those are like my favorite memes. So it's a scene with the guy at the gas station in No Country for Old Men, and the guy's like, because Javier is just munching on peanuts in that scene. So the guy is like, could you leave a couple of peanuts there on the counter so I can eat them up like a mouse later? He's like, why would you want me to do that? It's so funny. Those are my favorite though, dude. This is kind of I want to talk more about Javier Bardem, but this isn't in my brain right now. One of my favorite freaking meme formats, which will it's eternal, it's immortal. You can use it forever. Is freaking Good Will Hunting Matt Damon just being like, he's like, oh, what's that? You like Spider-Man? Yeah, of course that's your contention. You're gonna say that until you watch The Dark Knight for the first time, and then you're gonna come in here babbling about how Christopher Nolan is the greatest director ever seen, and that his depiction of the Batman is the greatest one ever. Actually, I won't, because Matt Reeves directed the. It's like, yeah, I've heard that one too. Do you have any opinions of your own on the matter that you want to share? Like,
at the bar,
yeah.
the Harvard bar.
It's just him.
The Harvard bar.
The bar. It's just him ripping into the dude. But funny. You can use it for just like any genre of knowledge. Like the one of like Cal, the one with the preschool colors. That one's so good. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't, dude. What are you talking about?
Where it's like, yeah, of course your favorite color is green, and it's good. And then next year, he's like, actually, he's like, oh, my favorite color is not going to be green because it's a secondary color and it's blue and yellow put together. Yeah, you think we don't know? He's like, yeah, you're gonna talk like that until you get to second grade, and then you're gonna learn about what the color wheel. You're gonna come in here and you're gonna plagiarize the color wheel to us. Like, it's so.
Got any ideas of your
And you
own?
have any opinions on your own to share on the matter? Like, it's such a great meme format, dude. I love.
I gotta look those up. That's so funny. I actually just watched that movie like 3 days ago.
For the first time?
Oh my gosh. No. I've seen it probably 3 or 4
Oh,
times.
yeah.
It's great. It's so good. That's
Yeah.
really funny though.
My sister
I
lives
don't
in
know why-
Boston, so she just lives that, dude, all the time. Everybody's like that.
MIT,
Believe it or
yeah.
not.
She goes to MIT.
Believe it or not, people. Yeah, my sister goes to MIT. She's a chemist, big time. So she's got.
Whoa.
How do you like them apples? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's not what I was trying to.
Does
just
she say
people just
that a
act
lot
like that
when
out
she's
there.
up there?
She just says wicked smart.
Wicked smart. That's the best one.
Wicked
My boy's
smart.
Wicked smart.
I don't know why the one scene where he goes to, is it Alexander Skarsgård? No, it's Stellan Skarsgård, right? He goes up to him. He's like, you know how easy this
Oh,
is?
I love that scene.
This is a joke. I don't know why. I just
Those
die
are great
laughing
memes,
every
dude.
time that. Oh yeah,
is pretty
the
funny.
memes are so good, but I don't know why
You know how
that
freaking
scene is
easy
just
this is for me?
hilarious. And then he burns the paper.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. No, I
Yeah,
think you're right, dude.
It's so good.
It's a very laughable scene because he's just ripping into him. He's like, "You're so freaking stupid." He's like,
Yeah.
"You're giving me baby food here." He's like, "Yeah, I love it." That one's great, dude.
It's so good. Oh
I actually saw
yeah,
I saw recently in an interview that Matt Damon said that that some artist was going to be there that they were going to be installing like a bronze statue of Robin Williams at the park bench in that same location in Boston.
oh, that's so cool.
That's really cool.
And I'm like, dude, that's so awesome because do you have any idea how much I would love to just travel to Boston just to sit at that bench and talk to him? Like genuinely talk to him
Yeah,
as if he were there. Like, and I know that's weird to say that and to talk to just like a random statue as if it were a person, especially since it's a person that I don't even know. But I love Robin Williams so much. Like when I found out that he died, I cried. I cried because he was just such a pure human being, and like I read his biography when I was in high school, and I watched the documentary that came out too, and he's just the best. He's just
he is so funny. He was so fun. I loved watching. I don't know if I would just go on like random rabbit holes of just watching him on just literally like talk shows.
yeah.
And he's just so funny, like just off the cuff, like one of the just like genuinely like fun. And he smiles so much. He just
Yeah.
the whole thing was so sad, but man, yeah, he was. And in Good Will Hunting too, that monologue that he gives at the bench with Matt Damon is so powerful. It's so good. And crazy that just thinking about the fact that he memorized that too. Like I sometimes forget that actors have to like memorize their lines, but thinking about how he delivered that
Yeah.
while, reading a script and yeah, man, it's a really good performance.
I actually used that monologue for an audition once in high school, and I tried.
Oh,
I
really?
tried memorizing it, and yeah,
How'd it
it's
go?
freaking long. I did like most of it, but yeah, I tried to like really give it my all, but it's hard to do it without like almost doing an impression of Robin
Yeah.
because just the way he says those words, it's so genuine and it's like so heartfelt. Like I love like when he basically starts roasting, he's like if I asked you about the Renaissance era, you'd probably talk to me about how like Michelangelo is like sexually confused and whatever, but you can't tell me what it's like to look at the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. Like you can't tell me what it smells like in there. You never been there, seen that.
It's so good.
No one
It's so
can
good.
deliver it the
Yeah.
way he did, bro. And then like, he's just the best.
And the fact that did Matt write that
It was
movie
Matt and Ben.
himself or
Yeah, they both wrote the movie.
Yeah.
man, the
Matt Damon,
fact
Ben
that
Affleck.
like college kids wrote that's next level stuff.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And I think too, Ben Affleck is so good in that movie. I think
Yeah.
sometimes he's a little overshadowed by like Matt and Robin, and they're both fantastic. But I think the last time I watched it this week, I was like, man, he got it. Like he's super good. I need to watch more Ben Affleck movies other than Batfleck.
Yeah. Ben Affleck's great.
Daredevil.
Yeah, Daredevil. You gotta watch Daredevil, dude.
Daredevil. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Ben Affleck's great. Casey Affleck is great. I freaking love Casey Affleck.
Yeah. Manchester by the Sea. I need to see that one, but I've heard he's good in that.
Manchester by the Sea.
Was that a good
Sad.
or a bad one?
It's a very good. It's a very bad good movie. There's a very good bad movie.
I get you. Yeah.
Nah, I love it.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I watched that movie. I can't remember what was going on in my life, but it was a dark time. And so in one night I watched
I remember this.
I watched Manchester by the Sea, I watched Beautiful Boy, and I watched Inside Llewyn Davis, which are like three super freaking depressing movies. Like,
Dude,
if I had watched
Beautiful Boy is a heartbreaker.
dude, Beautiful Boy is so
It's a
freaking-
heartbreaker.
oh my gosh, dude, if I had watched like Grave of the Fireflies as well, I probably would have ended it all, dude. That would have been
That one is me and Cal watched. Did we watch that together? Remind me.
Yeah, we watched
did?
that with
Oh,
Holden.
good. It's good to watch that with company sometimes, with
devastating.
like very trusted company.
That I was.
I actually
wrecked for,
genuinely
like,
going
3
into
days.
it, Nate. Going into it, I did not think you were gonna like it. I just didn't
Really?
think that the style of filmmaking wasn't gonna work for you. But
Oh,
afterward,
man, it was
like
powerful.
Nate got really introspective. I've never seen him react to a movie the way he did
Oh,
with Grave
yeah.
of the Fireflies.
I think you told me that. You were like, dude, I think I broke Nate.
And you did. I literally just like I went and like got in my car and just sat there,
Yeah,
did nothing. I was like, dude,
dude, I was crying.
what am I
I was
doing?
crying
Like,
hysterically
it's
because I did watch it alone.
Oh,
And
Crazy
Yeah,
words,
I
man.
genuinely had no idea.
thank goodness it wasn't in your trilogy.
Yeah, that would.
Were you going into it thinking it was like a Ghibli fun time, good time movie?
No, I honestly don't know what I was expecting. I think I had heard that it was like sad, like it was like a serious movie, but I did not know how devastating it would be because, dude, it happens so quick. It's just, and which is like, I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? It happens quick, but it's appropriate for the film because that's how the kid is experiencing it. It's just from one moment she's there, the next she's not, and like that's how it feels.
It's raw.
It's so raw.
It's raw.
And like I broke down, bro. I was like yelling at the movie. I was like,
As you should.
I was like, no, you can't do that.
I watched after we watched it and I calmed down a little bit. I watched like, those YouTube videos where people just react to movies.
Mm-hmm.
And man, there's like, I don't remember crying, but if I'm not talking during a movie, that's how you know it's bad. It's either really
for
good
sure.
or I'm crushed. And man, yeah, that is easily like the hardest watch I think I've ever had. It was so Beautiful Boy is definitely up there. That one is bad. Me and my cousin watched that, and then we were like silent, and then we're like, all right, let's watch The Hateful Eight. So she hadn't
Cleanse
seen
my
The Hateful
palate.
Eight yet, so that was our double feature, and it kind of
That's a pretty wild double
restabilized.
feature.
Kind of a weird pick. Yeah, it was a weird night, but man, Grave of the
That's
Firefly.
wild,
Yeah,
man.
Cal, what did you think? I can't remember how you felt about Grave of the Fireflies.
That wasn't the first time I watched it, actually, but I think it was more
Oh,
impactful for me that time. The first time I watched it was during the pandemic with my sister, and we knew it was bad going into it. It kind of had like a popularity over TikTok. That's kind of how we found out about it. But I think the second time, just the fact that I was just kind of a little older, it was like several years down the line. I think the humanity of it all made a lot more sense to me and was a lot more real for me. And so, and the fact that you reacted the way that you did, and it kind of sparked this really, really deep conversation after it, added to that a lot. I guess on the note too, there's that Roger Ebert quote that we were throwing around. If you don't know who that is, legendary film critic there, but he essentially talks about like how film is supposed to teach us empathy in one way or another, just like we get to experience life through like the eyes of another person, and like the fact that we'll thankfully most likely never have to experience something like that is a blessing. But now that we know we can like see someone else do it is like a big blessing as well. And that's like the point of film. That's the point of art. And we just got down this like super deep conversation. And so I think definitely the second time around was a lot more impactful for me in how I saw the movie. I thought it was great the first time, but the second time was definitely more so.
Yeah. That's really good. That's a really good way to go into watching movies. Is simply just to witness someone else's experience, especially when it's like a serious movie like Grave of the Fireflies, which is, it's a period piece. It's a part of history, you know, something that we otherwise would never have known or heard of. And so, yeah, very important. And yeah, it gives us that opportunity to empathize with something that we never would have been able to empathize with. That's really cool.
Fantastic movie, man.
It's really, and even, but I'm never watching it again. But on that note too, that I like, it reminds me of just like, even just beyond empathy, I think it is kind of amazing that, not to like sound like a cornball, but it's amazing that we have movies, because like whether or not it's good, you're just seeing somebody's perspective on something that they otherwise maybe couldn't express, or they amplify what's inside of them, what they're feeling and what they're thinking. Like when someone writes a movie, I think it's so cool that not only, like you said, we got to experience that incredibly devastating event, but in the way that it was made too, because I'm actually not usually a Ghibli fan. They just haven't hit with me because I didn't grow up with them and I just didn't really get it. But the way it was created was so good, and the way that it was animated and the music, the event itself is horrible, but the way that, I mean, they created that movie, it just like amplified all of the emotions, which it's amazing. It's like, again, I'd never want to watch it again. But like, kudos, man.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it was incredible.
It's the horrors of war through the innocent eyes of a child.
Crazy stuff, dude. Anyway, on that note, that's gonna do it for us today.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks
This is
for
a fun
being
show
with us here, man.
This was good. Thanks for having me,
Dude. Nate,
I appreciate it, guys.
This is a good time.
Well,
Anyway,
we couldn't get anyone else.
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, no.
Yeah, okay.
Scraping the barrel here. No, Nate,
You're gonna cut that out, right?
No, Nate, we really do appreciate you being on here, though.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it, guys.
But,
Yeah, this was way fun. I love talking about movies, so hopefully we can, watch a movie together all day. The three of us would be fun.
Yeah, dude.
It'd be a
I'm
good
gonna
time.
I'm gonna be there in Utah in September, so I'm looking forward to having some movie nights
Dude,
with y'all.
let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
Catch
This is
us
way
soon.
fun. This is way
All right.
fun.
Peace
All right,
out,
come on,
guys.
play us
Wait,
out,
I
man.
gotta, hold on.
Play
All
us out.
Come and talk about movies with my best bud Cal and me.
See ya.
See ya.